If you saw an alien in the street, what would you do? They might be coming to teach you all about the second conditional. But if they don't, then I'll be happy to do it for you. Kristin here, and today we're going to review the second conditional. The example I started with is the same way this lesson started when I taught the second conditional in China several years ago to adult students. And the responses were so different according to whoever was answering it for me. Some said, go say hello. Others said, take a selfie with them. And a few others said, run away screaming. Let's review the basic rules and then come back to these answers to create proper second conditional sentences later on in the video. The second conditional is often called the unreal conditional because the information in the sentence is unlikely to happen. Like most of the other conditional sentences, it is made up of two parts and uses if to describe an unlikely or unreal action or event, and then a described result that is also probably not going to happen. Look at this sentence. If I won the lottery, I would leave my job. If I won the lottery is an unlikely event, and I would leave my job is the unlikely result. This example sentence is introduced with an if clause and uses a past simple verb. The second clause uses would or could plus the base form of the verb to express the result. If shows this as a conditional sentence. I won the lottery. The past simple describes the action, comma, must be used at the end of the if clause if the if clause starts the sentence. I would leave my job. The result is described using would plus base form of the verb. Now we all know some people win the lottery, but it is nearly impossible to do so, and the odds are definitely against you. Finish this sentence for me. If I won the lottery, I would... What? What would you do? If I won the lottery, I would take a cruise around the world. Please put your answer in the comments. If you find this lesson helpful, please give me a thumbs up by hitting the like button. Now, let's look at some example sentences, and all of these will be listed in the description box below. If he didn't work so many hours, he'd take a vacation. He'd take a vacation if he didn't work so many hours. Notice the negative form of the second conditional in this sentence. If I knew her phone number, I'd call her for a date. I'd call her for a date if I knew her phone number. If you moved to the countryside, you'd live in a cottage. You'd live in a cottage if you moved to the countryside. If I saw a ghost, I would be terrified. I would be terrified if I saw a ghost. Two things to pay attention to with these examples. Number one, when the if clause starts the sentence, then we need a comma between the two clauses. When we start the sentence with the result, then the comma is not needed. And secondly, people often use contractions with the second conditional. I'd equals I would, and he'd equals he would. You'd, you would. Let's finish those sentences that I mentioned at the beginning of the lesson. If you saw an alien in the middle of the street, what would you do? This is the question format of the second conditional. If I saw an alien in the middle of the street, I'd go say hello. If I saw an alien in the middle of the street, I'd take a selfie with it. And the last one, my favorite answer, if I saw an alien in the middle of the street, I'd run away screaming. Remember, the second conditional is used when the situation is not likely to be true or to happen. I'd love to see an alien, but it's not very likely. If you saw an alien, what would you do? Put your honest answer in the comments. I'm curious. Want to brush up on your conversation and get practice using these conditional sentences? Well, then please check out my exclusive private Facebook group where we share posts, conversations, videos, and have a free chat at least once a month. And we are about to start a new video challenge this week. So the link is in the description box below. Come on by and please join us. We'd love to have you. If you want to refresh your memory on the zero and first conditional tenses, then check out these videos here. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when the video for the third conditional is released very soon. Never stop learning. See you next week.